Oh, champ. Run up these likes, gang. Run up these likes. Oh my goodness. Oh, champ, did you hear that, champ? Did you hear that? Yeah, Kendrick verse on Whips and Chains has gotten leaked by AZ Chike. This is crazy, man. The Whips and Chains verse has been leaked in Paris. And I guess who else is in Paris? Jay-Z and Beyonce is in Paris. Word on the street, Hove might be on that Clipse album, gang. This Clipse album might be something incredible, bro. I know people is mad at the beef, mad at, Pusha T for going at Travis, using it for promo and all that, but gang, we might have the best album of the year, low key. I don't know. So far, so good. We have Pharrell on the So Be It joint, which was incredibly fire. You dig? Insane. But gang, now we got Kendrick confirmed on the Whips and Chains joint, which is dropping on July 11th. They out there in Paris having a ball game. Oh, champ, we gotta run up these likes. Cause guess what? I'm about to get straight into the verse. I'm gonna get straight into the verse. Make sure you smash in the like game. Let's look at that verse though. You heard? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, gang. Before we get to the verse, we're gonna get to the verse. Smash up on that like though, gang. You gotta smash that like. You can get them likes to 100 though. I ain't gonna lie. Smash up on that like, gang. Respectfully. Get them likes together, gang. It's lit. Hold up. Let's go. Alright, let's not waste time. Yeah. Hold up. Niggas said niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. It's crazy. You heard? Oh, champ. Gave the shout out to Rakim. Listen, you not a legit hip hop nigga if you don't shout out the forefathers. If you don't know the forefathers of hip hop, not only are you not a hip hop head, you're not a hip hop head, bro. You're not a hip hop historian if you don't shout out the forefathers. If you don't know who the forefathers of hip hop is, you're not a hip hop head. You don't know anything about hip hop, gang. It's facts. We should all know who the forefathers of hip hop is off the top of our heads. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, and Kool G Rap, who's incredibly underrated. Kool G Rap is one of them ones. KGR, Kool G and Kana, nigga. What you know about that? Huh? Forefathers of hip hop. If you don't know about that, bro, that's a problem. You should know your forefathers. I'm just saying. Champ, this is crazy. We gonna run it back too. Don't trip, yo, gang. We gonna run it back. Don't even worry. Gang, we gonna run this point back. You heard? Smash up on that like. Run up these likes. Oh, champ. Yeah, that's wildin'. July 11th is the drop, allegedly. No, I can't say alleged. July 11th is the drop. The Clipse might have the craziest album. Now, before this, Playboi Carti had the craziest album. Not because of rap lyrics, but because of sonically just having great songs just to listen to in general. Now, let's take it to a hip-hop standpoint. The Clipse might have the craziest album this year. Unless Dot has plans to drop something insane. Gang. It's gonna get spooky. You heard? Salute to Living Live at 199 in Town Tax, who says the mayor always speaking facts. Salute to you. Oh, champ, run up these. Like, we gonna run that verse back too. Let's get to it. Hold on. Wait. Let's run that verse back. Hold on. Nah, this nigga's bugging. Nah. He's wilding, gang. He's wilding. Listen. Salute to Dot, man. Let's be real. Dot kept it super hip-hop. I don't know why niggas hate Kendrick, man. I don't. I understand why old school New York niggas hate Kendrick because of Tupac and all this madness, whatever. This nigga's not Tupac, nigga. This nigga's not Tupac. Kendrick gives his kudos. He knows where this comes from, bro. He's not disrespectful towards the origins of this hip hop stuff. And by the way, man, these Jay-Z mentions this for a reason. Jay-Z is in the booth. I want y'all to know this, bro. I'm gonna just say this. I don't know if y'all knew, but Hove is in the booth. Some of y'all don't like Hove, but I'm here to say that Hove is like that. Hove is one of them people, gang. Hove is. I've been listening. Listen, I've been listening to Hove since Hove became Hove, nigga. Respectfully, and everybody recognized Hove as who he was. I've been listening to Jay-Z since then. Hove is in the booth. You see how he rocking them Timbos and all that? You know what I'm saying? You see he rocking the fitted jeans and all that. Hove is in the booth, man. I'm just here to tell you. Jay-Z got new verses. I don't know if he got a project. Probably not. But he definitely been dropping verses. Jay-Z is really one of the ones. We got to give kudos to Hove for being great. I don't think people understand how great Hove is. But Hove is definitely doing some things. You'll see. You think I'm joking. No, Hove is definitely recording. They also said Hove is doing the Super Bowl next year. Bombshell drop. Yeah, Hove is supposed to be doing the Super Bowl next year. Next year's Super Bowl, Hove is the one doing the Super Bowl, by the way. Allegedly, though. Allegedly, Jay-Z doing the Super Bowl, which is fire. He deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's in that next era. So you had the era before Jay-Z. Then you got the Jay-Z, the Nas's, the Big L's, and people like that. The Biggie Smalls, the Tupacs, things of that nature. That era. Right after the whole, you know what I'm saying? That whole 80s joint. 80s and early 90s stuff. But bro, I believe that your boy Hove might be on that Clipse album, gang. Don't get it twisted. You know, Hove rock with Pusha T in them. But trust the man, gang. Hove might have something. I'll keep it a G-stat. Hove might have something. Believe it or not. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, gang. Hove might be in that booth. For real. You dig? Cali King 87 said, one finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. Yeah. He's wildin', gang. He's wildin', gang. And Kendrick a dangerous man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been saying it. Look. The MVP of rap right now. You feel me? Who's doing better? It's unfortunate, like, the crazy part about hip hop right now is that there's artists that are really doing good. Like I keep, y'all heard me praise Offset before. Offset got some joints, bro. You got some people behind the scenes who's really working, but it don't matter though. It's unfortunate that it doesn't matter. But we gonna run this verse back. By the way, hold on. We gonna run this verse back, but I need y'all to run up these likes, gang. Special, like, smash the like. Please and thank you. Smash the like. Run up these likes. Let's run that back. Hold on, gang. Yeah, he wildin'. Yeah, he wildin'. He said I couldn't reach Gen Z. Oh, champ. Heavy jeans like Genevieve. Oh, champ. Look, gang. This is getting crazy. That boy Kendrick in a different type of bag right now. Listen, you give me 100 mil, I'll be in a different type of bag too. You feel me? Oh, champ, them niggas. Oh, hey, Dot in a different bag, gang. Dot is in a different bag. I think people should show more respect for the West Coast. Because the West Coast, they ain't really getting no play like that. Like, look. Salute to Shoreline Mafia, by the way. Them niggas is dropping bangers. I'm probably one of the few New York people that actually enjoy West Coast music. There's not too many people that do for some weird reason. But though you gotta put some respect on the West Coast because they got fire, gang. You gotta. And the crazy thing about the West Coast is the West Coast don't really change like that. Like them niggas stick to their stuff, which is cool. I respect it. Them niggas ain't changing for nobody. You feel me? And on each part of in each part of Cali. Salute to Larry June and Jay Worthy. But mostly Larry June and Cardo together. Them niggas is Jordan and Pippen, respectfully. You dig? Mostly Larry June and Cardo, because them niggas is Jordan and Pippen, bro. It is not a bad song with Larry June and Cardo together, respectfully. Somebody said Shola Mafia's Bay Area. So what? Them niggas still the West Coast. Them niggas is still the West Coast though. Nigga, they did a collab with goddamn what's his name? What's bro name? I'm forgetting people's names. Them niggas just did a collaboration with a Compton nigga. So the Bay Area in LA is always good, bro. 40 water, all that. Listen, that's still the West Coast at the end of the day. You feel me? Too Short, all that. That's still the West Coast. It doesn't matter if it's the Bay Area, no matter if it's LA, Long Beach, goddamn Compton. That's still West Coast, bro. Why? That's what I'm looking for. YG and Shoreline Mafia just made a joint. Nigga, the whole West Coast could make a collaboration. It don't matter which part of Cali them niggas is from. Them niggas is still Cali. You feel me? But the West Coast got fired. I just don't think the West Coast gets enough appreciation. You feel me? That's just how I feel. But yeah, Kendrick definitely setting the tone. Now I heard AZ Chike is the one who leaked the Kendrick joint. Now I don't know if AZ Chike is on the Clipse album that's about to drop or not. But Kendrick might have helped bro get up on that Clipse album. AZ Chike is fire. AZ Chike is my favorite new West Coast artist. I like AZ Chike a lot. AZ Chike is fire. I like what AZ Chike brings to the table. AZ Chike is fire. So Kendrick might have brought bro to Paris and all that. I don't know. But AZ Chike to me is like the best feature on the GNX album because that Peekaboo joint is fire, bro. That's really one of the best songs on that GNX album. So AZ Chike, I'm jacking AZ Chike. Pause. You're not from New York, you don't know what that means. But you get, if you're from the town, you get what I'm saying. AZ Chike is lit. Okay? I rock with AZ Chike. I think he's the best feature on the GNX album. I'm jacking him. Pause. Extreme pause. You heard? New York pause. You get what I'm saying though. Okay? That's our verbiage. That's town verbiage. You know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this, gang. Come on. You're gonna run the Kendrick verse back too. Don't even trip. You're running the Kendrick verse back. But bro, this is crazy. Come on, gang. Oh, chin. Boy. Yeah, that nigga Kendrick wildin', gang. That nigga Kendrick is wildin'. Oh, champ. This is the same track that Pusha T dissed Jim Jones on. It's the same record. Y'all know that, right? This is the same record that Pusha T dissed Jim Jones on. Facts. Oh, the Destin one says a mayor. We need the people need that on DSP right now. Hey, gotta wait till July 11th, gang. Ain't too far away. July 11th ain't too far away. Though. You feel me? Ain't too far. Not too far. You dig? Ain't too far. It ain't too far away. Niggas in Paris going crazy. Ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. We gonna get some new whole shoot. Like, there's some new Jay-Z music coming. Like Jay-Z doing features for sure. But I don't think people hate Jay-Z for the wrong reasons. Jay-Z's not a selfish person. So I heard that Young Jeezy and Hove was supposed to do a music video for Seen It All. Some of y'all might remember that record. Seen It All with Jeezy and Jay-Z. It was a trap song. I done seen it all. Right? They supposed to do a whole video for it. But Jay-Z told Jeezy, nah, he gonna let Bobby Shmurda have his moment. That's some unselfish stuff, bro. To say we not gonna do a video for this just so another new New York rapper could have his moment is the most unselfish New York thing ever. Because New York hates New York, bro. In New York, we hate each other. We don't want to see the next man win, bro. This is why the town never had unity, bro. But being from there, you understand that nobody likes anybody. Nobody wants to see anybody win. That's just how it is. Niggas that never put you on to their swag, like, yo, bro, where you get them sneakers from? Oh, I can't tell you that. That's New York. That's New York in a nutshell. Niggas don't even want you that. Know where they got their kicks from. Nah, you can't. Nah, I can't tell you that, bro. That's not a goal. Facts. So for Jay-Z to do that, this shows you that he ain't even in that New York mentality no more. He said, I'm gonna let another New York nigga shine. It's big for the town. Real talk. Yeah, if you from the town, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You dig? We hate each other in New York. We do not love anybody, bro. We don't love each other. We don't love other niggas. That's just New York, bro. I'm just being serious. This is why you never see no New York unity. There is no such thing. No such things exist. You feel me? Black McBain says Kendrick rapping like he trying to get the slaves free. That's chill out with all that, bro. Chill, bro. Kenny Max says niggas mad because Jay-Z is him. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, niggas been hating Jay-Z for the get-go. See, when Jay-Z first came out with the suit and tie nonsense, niggas was mad. It was like, what type of nonsense is Jay-Z? Nigga, we not on this suit and tie nonsense. This is corny. Next thing you know, Jay-Z the king of New York. Late 90s, I'm talking like Life and Times, Jay-Z, king of New York. Facts. The same nigga they was hating on became the king of New York incredibly fast. Crazy enough. Had everybody rocking Yankee hats and button-ups for a long period of time. More facts. So yeah, this is nuts, but it's true. You dig? But yeah, man, this Kendrick verse crazy, bro. Like, I think the Clipse might have the album of the year. Low key. A lot of people who dropping albums this year, there hasn't been a significant amount of hip hop albums dropping this year. Young Thug was supposed to do a first day out. That didn't happen. But Young Thug was supposed to drop an album, and the album, as far as I see it, is terrible, bro. I've heard a few snippets from the Young Thug album, and it's not good. It's really bad. And I love Young Thug. I really do. But Thug is not the same Thug out of prison as he was before he went to prison. It's not the same. It's not the same confidence. It's not the same swag. His swag is off. But I love Young Thug, though, respectfully. As an artist, I think Thug's amazing. But yeah, Thug's run is over with. That's a fact. Yeah, Thug is done. I love Thug, though, but yeah, that new album, gang, I don't know. Doesn't look promising, champ. I'll be honest with you. But as far as hip hop albums are concerned, we got the homie Playboy Cardi, and we got the Clipse that might have the best albums this year. I think the Clipse are headed to victory. I ain't gonna lie. That So Be It record is very fire. It's not just fire, it's incredibly fire. It's one of the better records this year. Let's be honest. And if y'all got a Kendrick verse, listen. I don't have a doubt in my mind that there's a Jay-Z verse or a couple Jay-Z verses on this Clipse album. Because I know Hove rocks with Pusha T. And I know Hove is definitely recording verses just off the mere fact of how he's dressing. I know Jay-Z is recording verses right now. And they're saying he's going to do the Super Bowl next year in 2026. So, listen, Hove might have verses ready. You feel me? And Hove is somebody that never lost touch when it came to dropping verses. Hove is not going to give you garbage verses. Feel me? Yeah, the So Be It beat is incredible. Like, I think Pharrell's an underrated producer. The Neptunes, Pharrell's an amazing producer, bro. Pharrell is a phenomenal producer, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that. Yeah, Pharrell's beats are amazing. You gotta give him credit. Gotta give the man credit, gang. All champ. May A says artists need to evolve things like recipes. Okay, I agree with that 1000%. I agree. The crazy thing is Drake actually dropped a post after this guy. The moment that this verse from Kendrick got released, Drake felt the need to drop a post. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you that post in a second. Let me see something. Champagne Poppy. I'm gonna show you what Drake dropped in response. So this is what Drake dropped. So this was around the same time. I hate to do this, but I have to. Drake dropped this as in response to the Kendrick verse, because I'm sure he was somewhat intimidated by the verse being dropped. He says, they know me. He said, they know we the truth one more year, my killie. I guess that's some type of Toronto slang. So yeah, Drake says something. Who cares though, right? Like, we don't give a damn if this nigga says something. Listen, it's over with, gang. You lost. It's nothing more than that. You feel me? It's nothing more than that. You lost, gang. Ain't. We don't give a damn what you're saying. May A says people forget Pharrell shaped the 2010s. Yeah, I think Pharrell shaped the 2010s alongside Lil Wayne, because Wayne also is a huge influence. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that Drake is trying to sway the quote-unquote MAGA crowd and whatnot. Maybe he is. Maybe he's going country, allegedly. I don't know. I said in previous videos that, look, it looks like Drake is trying to get a new crowd because he understands that Black America is not really rocking with him too tough. So he might be trying to get a country crowd, maybe. But it makes sense because Drake's only successful songs from his previous album with Party Next Door are all non-hip-hop records. You do notice that, right? Like, Give Me a Hug was the rap song that's from Some Sexy Songs for You, but it didn't do well on Billboard. Nokia and CN Tower are not hip-hop songs and did way better than Give Me a Hug. So maybe, just maybe, Drake is trying to do something outside of hip-hop to gravitate towards a new audience. You dig what I'm saying? Just saying. Maybe that's what he's... And if that works for him, that's his business. You know, I'm not really the type of person to say, hey, F a artist or whatever. Drake has good songs. We're not about to sit up here and pretend that Drake don't got good songs, because he does. Whether he wrote them or not, because I don't think he wrote any of them. He got songs that's fire, whatever the case may be. That's not a lie. We're not going to act like that's not Drake. You know, Drake is still a huge celebrity at the end of the day. So whatever he does, if it's successful, who cares, right? If you're not a Drake fan, you're not a Drake fan. For me personally, I really stopped trying to rock with Drake when he started doing dancehall stuff, because I know he not from the islands. So him doing dancehall records was way out of pocket. Cause me, I have island blood on my father's side. So I'm like, bro, nigga, you ain't got no island ties. What the hell are you doing making these records, nigga? You're a cornball. You feel what I'm saying? You're also somebody who went out here to say that Toronto slang is ghetto and all that nonsense. And Toronto totally takes on an island type of swag. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I'm like, yeah, bro, you a cornball. You feel me? Black Media says Drake is an honorary island boy. You might have a point. You may have a point. Salute to Maybach in the chat. Showface sock by say, fam. Sock by say. Salute. Salute to the Haitians in the building. You already know. Listen. Yeah, because I seen Drake try to do that island nonsense. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't got no island ties. And I don't think you've been to the islands before. I have. Been out there. Got a family out there. So it's different for me personally. You dig? It's different for me. You feel me? AZ Chike says AZ Chike is also humble, which I like. He studies here. I rocks with AZ Chike. Like I said, AZ Chike is fire. That's my favorite new West Coast artist. Bro's fire. You dig? Bro is fire. That's a fact. You dig? So I don't know what all this other nonsense is, but yeah, Drake is a cornball, bro. Like Drake. You do realize, like, that nobody's really paying attention to you right now. Like, that's cool that you got fans and all that, but you're Drake, bro. You're Drake, you're a big celebrity, and that's cool, man. There's people that's always gonna support Drake, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the extremist person who's like F Drake completely and F his fans and all that. I don't care. There's people that I know personally that are Drake fans that are cool. We break bread and all that. I got a problem with it. I'm not an extremist. I'm like, if I hear Drake playing, I'm not gonna crash out because I don't care if it's playing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna crash out if I hear Drake. I don't care. You know, if Kendrick is playing, Kendrick is playing. But these goofy niggas, man. Like, you seen Aiden Ross last night at his boxing event where he had Charleston White fight one of the Island Boys. This nigga Aiden Ross crashed out on his production team because one of the boxers on the undercard wanted to play Kendrick Lamar's "We Gonna Be All Right." He crashed out. He's like, hey, I'm gonna fire you if you don't turn this shit off right now. Turn this shit off, goddammit. Like, hey, yo, calm down, gang. Nigga, ain't you a businessman? Why the hell you give a damn if Kendrick playing? What you think, Drake gonna cut you off because Kendrick was playing, nigga? That ain't got nothing to do with you. You got a bunch of boxers or people trying to box, have a boxing match, and they want to play Kendrick, nigga. What the hell you worried about? You got emotionally invested as if the nigga Kendrick came for you. Listen, Drake problems is not your problems. The moment you make a celebrity problems your problems, you a weirdo. I don't give a damn if you on Kendrick or Drake's side. The moment that you make a celebrity's problems your problems, you're a weirdo. Because who the hell do you think you are? Nigga, you got bigger fish to fry, don't you? The hell you worry about another nigga problems that you don't even know? That nigga don't know you. Niggas talking about, oh, well, if he got beef with him, I got beef with him. Nigga, he doesn't even know you. So what the hell beef you think you got? That's weird to me. I ain't gonna lie. When niggas try to take on celebrities' beefs, nigga, you don't got. Why is your beef their beef? That don't got nothing to do with you, bro. If you don't like a certain person, that's cool, man. You have the obligation to not listen to them or support them, and that's cool. But the moment you make a celebrity problems your problems, you're a weirdo. You let the fandom go way too far. You got bigger fish to fry, nigga. You dig? It doesn't make sense. Salute to the homie Maybach. He says, hit the like, get this live at the top of the algorithm. That's right, champs. We got 360 likes, gangs. Let's Let's make it a effort to get to 400 likes. We're close. We're close. Let's get to 400 likes, gang. Respectfully, 400 likes to do us a service for sure. But gang, you can't let celebrities dictate how you operate. That's weird, gang. And I get it. Like, you're always gonna have super fans that do weird stuff. You feel me? Like, I seen a fan in Brazil crashing out because Lady Gaga wouldn't come outside her hotel and she was crashing out behind that. Like, bro, these are celebrities, man. These are not gods, goddesses, or nothing. These people are not above you. These people who got more money than you, more notoriety than you, but they regular people, bro. Bro, listen. Me personally, being someone that met a lot of famous people, I've spoke to a lot of famous people personally, multiple times, and they respect the people who just talk to them like they're a regular human being. The celebrity status don't really, it means something, but it really don't mean nothing at the same time. These are still regular people, bro. They respect the fact that you treat them like a regular person, because them being a celebrity, just what it is, man. They still human. They're not above humanity, my nigga. You did. Queen of Topic says real hip hop about to get spooky. Jay-Z then popped out. I don't think. She said, I don't think Dot will step on the Clipse' release, so he probably will give them a few features. Listen, in my personal opinion, I think the Clipse are going to have an amazing album. I think they might have album of the year, low key. I think they might have album of the year. Real talk. I think they might have album of the year. Because if I think the features they're going to have is what they're going to have, it's definitely going to be crazy. I ain't going to lie. Okay? So we gonna see what happens. But Kendrick in a different type of bag. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, we gonna run to Kendrick since everybody's here. Run these likes up, gang. We gonna run that Kendrick verse one more time too. By the way, let's run that Kendrick verse. Yeah, we gonna do it again. I don't give a damn, nigga. We gonna do it again. What's up?
I sent your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my props may go to rock him. How many Judas's that let me down? But fuck it, the West might to me right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me how to give a fuck. The 2 times in the lab with the genocide and generates however you want it. How we the genocide. Communications connect the agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genovese. I jump your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal. And tell them to be mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Where my gender truths. Every song is the book of Genesis. Let the science move. Niggas want to tune on me. Well, here's the gender root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my gender troops. Say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickheads. You must be fully that Gen Z. Here comes the truth here. Major medics been synthetic. Screaming the genius. A finger wave. They all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God, any night. A good year.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Dot in a different bag. He in a different type of bag. Oh champ. Kenny Max said he heard. What you heard? Said he heard Stove God Cooks was on the album. I hope he is. Stove God Cooks is fire. I hope Stove God Cooks is on the album. That would be dope. That would be fire. Another person I hope is on the album is my nigga Rock Marciano. That is my nigga. Like, that's somebody that that I talk to. So I hope he on the album too. On the low. On the low end. I hope he's on the album. You dig? That's one of my peoples for real. So I hope Bro's on the album too. That's one of my peoples. Like, I spoke to behind the scenes. That's literally a supporter of the channel, if you didn't know. Yeah, I rocks with Rock for real. So I hope Bro's on the album. That'd be fire. Who's this? Daddy Pendergrass says, I heard Malice showed a lot of love to Stove God Cook, so I hope he is. Yeah, Stove God is fire. That'd be fire. If he's on the album, dope. Bro, that's different, man. Like, Clipse might really have one of them ones for real. If the Clipse really have that, that'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If the Clipse really had one of them albums, bro, that'd be nuts. So I do hope the Clipse really have a crazy album, bro. Real talk. Niggas want to talk about hip hop revival. Oh, chin. Who's this? Kenny Mack says, Rock Marciano birthed this era. Him, Sean Price, MF Doom, Prodigy. R.I.P. Sean Price, MF Doom, and Prodigy. Both some crazy goats in this hip hop stuff for sure. R.I.P. to those guys. You dig? Those are super duper legends. 1000%. Jerry Rice has loved that K-Dot gave Rakim his flowers. Absolutely. Rakim is the original GOAT to me. Like, people say LL Cool J is the original GOAT. I feel like it's Rakim. Rakim is like the first greatest of all time rapper. Like, Rakim is one of the first greatest of all time rappers because he's the one that influenced Jay-Z, Nas, and other people, as well as Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap also influences Jay-Z, Nas, and other people. So Cool G Rap is like the GOAT of like the mafioso raps, like the New York. I mean, you could call it New York trap rap if you want to, but like that original New York street mixtape style of rap where you're talking about selling dope and unaliving people and all that nonsense. Cool G Rap is kind of the forefather of that. He's kind of the person that literally created that type of rap. You feel me? He kind of created that. Like, the mixtape era don't exist without a Cool G Rap, because Cool G Rap pretty much created that style. But people is talking about moving weight and street stuff. He's the New York street person. Like, he created that. You feel me? Returning to Max says, what did he say? He says Rakim shifted the game when he came out. Absolutely. 1000%. Like I said, Rakim is like the first hip hop GOAT ever, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? He's the first of the first. So, yeah, Rakim shout out is amazing. If you don't know your forefathers of hip hop, that's a problem, bro. If you don't know the forefathers of hip hop, that's problematic to me. You gotta know your forefathers of rap. Real talk. If you don't know the forefathers of rap, that is problematic. I ain't gonna lie. You dig? Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, you gotta know who that is. Real talk. But yeah, man. Make sure you have enough pieces like likes we got now. We should have 400. I'm assuming. Do we have 400? Oh, we got 450. Shh. Well, we almost the 500 mark. Good. Salute to the chat. Hey, salute to the chat, man. We almost at the 500 mark. That's really good, actually. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to K-Dot. Salute to K-Dot, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Oh shit. Hold up. The Destin one says that Rakim 7 Seal album fire. Salute to the God MC. I heard some of that album too, I'm not gonna lie. Salute to Rakim. Returning to Max says Jim Jones said meet him in the booth. Jim Jones is, listen. So look, I'm gonna say this about Jim Jones, right? Jim Jones has got better with time. Jim Jones got better with time. Jim Jones can really rap. He'll never be Nas. Nas is different. Nas is iconic. Jim Jones will never hold a candle to Nas because Nas is an icon. Nas is globally known as one of the GOATs. So because of that, Jim Jones ain't even within striking distance of a Nas. He can never be that. Nas is too much of a legend and an icon to ever be in the same boat as Jim Jones. But here's the thing I need to realize. Dipset had a huge beef with Jim Jones in the early 2000s. Them niggas was always dissing Nas, and that was the thing. That's why you kind of see Jim Jones always going at Nas, because them niggas was dissing Nas and Nas was dissing them a lot. It was a huge beef between Dipset and Jim Jones. And Dipset and Nas, not Dipset and Jim Jones. It was a huge beef between Dipset and Nas. Facts. If you don't remember, you might have to backtrack. But remember, Dipset had a huge beef with Nas because Nas wasn't really jacking them for real. So they had smoke with Nas. That's a fact. That's kind of where this whole situation comes from, low key. You dig? Who's this? H20 says Jim Jones versus 50 Cent. Who you got? Jim Jones. Jim Jones, bro. I'm sorry. Jim Jones. Right now, Jim Jones. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now, if you said Lloyd Banks, I say Lloyd Banks. If you said Lloyd Banks, I say Lloyd Banks. 50 is not an insane rapper. Jim Jones is smoke 50. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially right now, Jim Jones is smoke 50. 50 Cent's not even actively rapping. But Jim Jones, as far as rapping wise, like currently, Jim Jones is smoke 50. Because Jim Jones is actively rapping for real. 50 Cent can't do nothing with Jim Jones. But if you said Lloyd Banks, I said Lloyd Banks. If you said Lloyd Banks, I would say Lloyd Banks. 1000%. Banks is an animal. If you said Banks, I'd be like, okay, yeah, Banks a cook, Jimmy, and he on his worst day. Stephanie says, who's this? Hold on. Jimmy used to be a hype man, but yes, he did get better. Yeah, he got better with time. That's a fact. And if you're from New York, you know that Jim Jones had a huge influence on New York, especially in from 2005 all the way to 2010s. Jimmy had an incredible influence on New York. 1000%. We can take it further. Maybe 2003 to 2010s. Jim Jones had an incredible impact on the city. Dig? Banks was 50 best soldier. Absolutely. But 50 Cent and Banks are no longer cool because 50 Cent told Banks when his father passed away that he shouldn't be grieving for his father because he said that Banks and his father didn't know each other that well. So you didn't really know your father, so why are you grieving so much for your dad? That's why 50 Cent and Banks is not cool no more. 50 and Banks is not a thing no more because 50 told Banks, hey, why are you grieving so much for your father passing away? You didn't know your father. So because of that, Banks is no longer part of the unit. He's not connected to 50 like that. Banks is doing his own thing. And this was actually very much recent in recent times. You dig? I'm just telling you facts. Hold on. I lost your comment, gang. Katha says, was never Dipset appreciated, but Jules was nice. Nah, Joel Santana was fire. 1000%. Yeah, Joel Santana is fire. Stephanie says 50. Hold on. He says 50 Cent don't know his place. Why would he say that? Listen, I don't know. That's a messed up thing for 50 to say, but that's part of the reason why him and Banks is not cool no more. You feel me? That's personal. You shouldn't tell nobody how to feel about their own family because that's insane. I would never tell somebody how they should feel about their family. Now, 50 Cent is great at making hits and all that, but 50 Cent sometimes he crosses the line a lot. That's my only issue with Fifth. Fifth crosses the line a lot. In recent times, he's kind of been doing some bozo behavior, and that's my personal opinion. And that's about it. 50 has been doing some clown behavior as of late. And unfortunately, because 50 Cent has been doing some clown-like behavior, it might come back to bite him in the ass. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, especially supporting Fat Joe. Fat Joe, niggas done told me about Fat Joe a long time ago. The stuff you see in this Fat Joe lawsuit, niggas been telling me about for years. So it's not surprising to me. You dig? Salute to Gambino in the chat. He says, I ain't gonna lie, I think 50 was Smoke Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I think you wrong as hell. Yeah, I think you wrong as hell. Unless somebody goes right for fifth, I think it's not a goal. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But salute to the homie. You dig? All chin. Yeah, I don't know. Like, some people gonna end up looking crazy by the end of the year. That's a fact. Andy B said he got Lupe Fiasco with Jim Jones. You're bugging. Stop it, bro. Listen, on behalf of the town, this is cap. But salute. I respect your opinion, though. But I think you bugging. Nigga, Lupe Fiasco is a goon specialist. Nigga, you talking about Lupe Fiasco. Nigga, Lupe Fiasco is a goon. Do you even know what Lupe is on right now, bro? This nigga publicly admitted that he's a goon specialist. This nigga said he don't deal with women, he deal with computer women, gang. He an AI lover. Did you know that, champ? I don't think that nigga stand a chance against Jimbo. Nigga said, hey, I'm into these AI joints. This nigga Lupe Fiasco got an AI girlfriend. Nigga, he not beating Jimmy. I'm sorry. And I'm not even I'm not even a Jim Jones fan. I'm just telling you. Nigga, your boy Lupe on a different type timing. This nigga not doing nothing with Jimmy, bro. This nigga love AI women. You heard? This nigga do karate in his backyard and he love computer bitches. Facts. You heard? Real talk. I'm not even lying. I'm dead serious. No, I'm dead serious. You think I'm lying? Hold on. Queen of Top says, man, you my guy, but I can't jack Jim over 50. Did I use Jack right? I'm from India. Nah, you're right. You using Jack in its proper terminology, though. But when you say Jack, you gotta pause it because people don't understand what jacking means in New York. So you gotta be careful how you use Jack and Jack, but you're using it in its proper context, though. Don't get it twisted. You dig? Hold on. A few more comments and we're gonna boom this live. Silent Assassin says, a person that lost their parents to murder at a young age growing up with their grandparents in the hood, I can get why 50 is so callous at heart. Makes sense how he would joke at these industry folks. But yeah, he's been through different things, man. Like, this man lost his mother at a very early age. So it's a different perspective. You feel me? It's a different perspective. I understand. You know? But gang, do the man a favor, keep running up these likes, man. Share the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, there's some wild stuff going on, fam. It's crazy. All champ. What's going on with the Kendrick joint? Kendrick, Jay-Z. There's a lot of activity going on. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff happening, gang. It's lit right now, man. Make sure you running up these likes, share the video. Let me know how you feel in the comment section, gang. All right. Run up these likes. Join the Discord. The Discord link is in the chat. It's a fire Discord. This is where you can contact the mayor. Also, I want y'all to know you can actually now make posts on the YouTube community tab. So if you want to post up on the mayor's YouTube tab, you can actually do that now. So I actually just unlocked something on my page where all of my subscribers are allowed to pretty much make posts on my YouTube. So if you check the channel, go to the community tab, you can actually make posts now. So if y'all want to make posts on the mayor's platform, guess what? This is now something you can do. So Just letting y'all know up front. This is definitely a thing you could do. You could post up on the man's YouTube, so that's fire. But gang, do me a favor, run up these like, share the video, subscribe if you're new. But I have a special announcement, gang. It's the mayor, the one and only real New York mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Run up these like, share the video, subscribe, join the Discord. I'm up out of here, gang. Big salute. I'm going.